Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Thank you again to all my recent subscribers. I really appreciate your support and I'm glad you're resonating with the messages here. So I've taken a couple days off, hope you don't mind, but I thought we'd restart on a pretty important date for Thursday, the 16th of February. So what's special about this date is it's the 47th day of the year. 47 is the 15th prime. The 15th major arcana in the deck is the Devil, and that's ruled by Capricorn. And also we have an exact conjunction going on today between the Sun and Saturn. It's been going on basically since February 6th. They were within 10 degrees of each other. It's exact on the 16th, and by the 26th, that conjunction should be breaking up. So this could be, Saturn is rules, regulations, and restrictions, and also Saturn does rule Capricorn, which is again connected to the Devil card. So there could be some tightening or restrictions or things going down because, the sun being in there is not going to be able to shine as bright. It kind of puts a damper on things. So, and also if you look at the date 216, it's actually a factorization of 6 times 6 times 6, which is not inherently an evil number, but it's essentially carbon and the number of man. We're all made of carbon, 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. So I'm really curious to see what this day is going to bring for us, so I figured I'll do a pick a card for you. I did randomly shuffle for these 3 archetype cards, and we'll use them as our pile selectors. And so I'm going to see what pile number 1 is going to be. The Queen. That's number 11. Okay. And then pile 2 is Apocalypsis, which is number 74. I believe that's the last card of the deck. Yeah, the end. Makes sense. So I'd equate that to the World card in a tarot deck. And then we have the Heart. Ooh, number 31. I don't think I've ever drawn this card. So I know we're just coming off fresh of Valentine's Day. So if that means anything to you, maybe you're drawn to this pile. But it looks like a nest and a ring, a protection, a contract. Saturn does rule contracts. And we have the 2 people in the boat there on the water. So it looks like 2 rings, like 2 galaxies coming together. Anyway, I'm curious to see what that's all about. But I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out some cards for our piles, and I'll put timestamps below, and we'll see you there. Thanks. One more quick thing. Venus is also conjunct Neptune today, exactly on the 15th. And so that connection will still be in play, of course, the 16th, 17th, 18th maybe. But again, it could put this kind of illusory film over our eyes of putting on rosy colored glasses and maybe overlooking some red flags in a particularly troubling situation. I'd look out for a lot of distraction today. It might be harder to see the truth or find the truth. And also we have a sextile between Jupiter and Mercury that began on the 15th. And that'll be exact on the 17th through that day, and then the conjunction will break up around the 26th as well. And we do still have that new moon coming in on February 20th. I'll do a separate video for that. But I finished shuffling for the 3 decks, and underneath the deck we had the star card number 17, the Aquarius, Uranus, freedom, fate, and we could see maybe that play out throughout our piles here, but it also could be pointing to the 17th of February, which is the next day. So it could be an interesting week. Let's see what our piles tell us. All right, we'll see you in your selected pile. Thanks. All right, pile number 1, you chose the Queen. We can begin the reading with that description. The Empress, the Mother Queen, the Sovereign. Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. Either she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. If the King is the ego, the Queen is the expression of that ego in the world. She is the lotus's bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the Queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. She waits for the grace of God and Goddess to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing. To be the benevolent leader, to embody the Queen, is to settle into deep trust, resolve, and power. The royal Queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. Okay. The queen does not accept the hand of a prince, but claims the throne, knowing the king draws near. She is a magnet for the fully embodied masculine and entertains nothing less. So this pile could have to do a lot with self-worth, sovereignty, being full in your power as the full moon is there, emphasizing the feminine nature of receptivity and being the negative half of the atom or the negative half of the magnet, and you are attracting the positive forces coming at you. And let's go ahead and take a look at our first card. Okay, the sun. That's beautiful. So we now have the sun and the moon. This is the masculine. This is the feminine. Being connected. Also very strong Leo, creativity. We have the red and yellow there too. The root and the solar plexus chakra being emphasized. Okay, and next we have the King of Swords. Okay, well this could be that masculine divine force that draws near. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Again, we have Mercury making a sextile to Jupiter from the 15th to the 26th, which is a doorway. It's a connection. Mercury is the magician, the air, the mental realm. So with the eagle there, it does look like Jupiter and his eagle, right? Whose eagle is Hermes, the messenger between the gods and the mortals. So you could be getting a lot of communication with this person. They could be stepping into the light. Again, truth is prevailing here. It's cutting through the fuzziness that might have been occurring with Neptune and Venus being conjunct there. There might be, I get this cutting through illusion or dreams or, something that appears that it's not. But this is the truth that is coming through, especially with the light there. And then we have the Death card, Scorpio. Transition, transformation, and endings. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, another very forceful masculine fire energy coming through. So there's a Leo, Scorpio. Scorpio is also the eagle, though. It's the highest expression of Scorpio. There's the scorpion, the serpent, and the eagle. So this could be a very elevated, transcendent soul, somebody who has a lot of spiritual experience, who's been through a death and rebirth process several times. And they could be, again, what it is you're attracting as the queen. This person is very full of energy, creativity, and motivation. They're a definite boss. But I feel like you are the queen energy, and this is a masculine coming through to accompany you. And it could be a fated meeting or a connection, a karmic partner maybe, though, with the sun conjunct Saturn. So it's kind of, let's see if there's any more clarity. Oh, I want to get out my astrology cards. And these are like really powerful themes coming through. Major Arcana, the Death card and the Sun. It's like there is definitely a death and rebirth happening here. It could be a change in your pattern of thinking, or you could get life-altering news in the next couple days that sparks this new direction in your life with the Ace of Wands there. That's a lot of creative inspiration and movement, motivation. This card fell out on the floor. We have Chiron, who's the wounded healer, hurt and heal. So that might have been the death card process that either you or this person's going through. And then we have the square, challenging situation or a mountain to climb. Okay, yeah, that was the death card. And next we have House 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. All right, so House 11 is Aquarius. And with the King of Swords here, definitely get that Aquarian vibe. This could be somebody who's very different than your normal type. I'm not meaning for this to turn out like a love reading, but again, there's some significant partner or person that you're attracting that is maybe someone you find as part of a new soul group of people that you've encountered or that you've been drawn to. So this person could come out of the group and stand out as significant to you. And then we have Neptune. Dream and transcend. Okay, ruler of Pisces, the 12th house. Again, mentioning that conjunct Venus. It's not always a deceptive bad thing. It could be an ideal thing. This could be, again, this vibration that you've been holding in your heart and your mind of what it is that you are trying to attract. Here we have, again, the polarity of masculine and feminine sitting there. So whatever energy it is you're embodying, this is what you've been attracting, is an ideal counterpart. So both you and this person had to go through many spiritual transformations, changes, and deaths, but that, of course, is all part of the destined path. And then we have Jupiter, grow and expand. So I mentioned again, Mercury is sextile Jupiter, and Jupiter is often called the husband card or the ideal partner. So There's a strong attraction here. It's almost a knowing, like with Neptune there, that psychic deep connection that this is the person you're meant to be with. And then all of a sudden everything, maybe with the sun, that's what it is, the clarity. Oh my gosh, this is why everything had to happen the way that it did. It's like all the pieces are coming together. Why did I have to go through such suffering with the square and the Chiron? It's because this person now completely understands you. You have everything in common. You connect on that level of having been through a soul's journey. Yeah, but this person is a very practical, wise leader. They are definitely a master of their craft, an expert in their field. And let me see. I think they see you as the same, as being the sovereign queen. You obviously didn't get to where you are without refining your own gifts and abilities. Let's see. Underneath, yeah, we have the heart fire. That's very akin to this Ace of Wands. There's a definite spark there, a passionate, burning feeling for one another and your mission, your purpose together. And then we have the choice, number 62, that came out. So in the beginning, when we read the description of the Queen card, it's like she waits for her king and accepts nothing less. I mean, the power ultimately lies with you. You have the choice to whether or not to let people into your life or to keep them at bay, because you can recognize clearly here with the sun who is going to add to your energy and who is going to take from it, and that only comes from experience. So the choice reads, there is a choice that you need to make. You are aware of it already, or it is coming to your awareness very soon. Embrace the unknown and say yes. You have the opportunity to enrich your world and receive, and therefore be able to share much more. If anxiety or fear arises, guilt or shame, treat it as the cleansing of your emotional waters, as they receive so much more inflow from the divine ocean. Let the old layers rise to the surface of your awareness to be washed away. What seems to be so much in the context of your own emotional waters is not so much at all when compared to what the great ocean is capable of holding. So let the divine ocean take the old, washing it away from you and replenishing you with the new, that you may serve life all the better. This oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is the opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice. Whether you can accept the grace it will bring you, do this now. It is your time to step up, make your life easier on yourself, and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now, the divine is calling you to play. Okay, that's very simplistic, but it's a beautiful thing. With the Leo's card there as the sun, you know, Leo rules the 5th house of children and that childlike imagination and freedom. So there's, again, this person that you connect with can make you feel not young. It can, they can be here because you've either healed your childhood wounds or to help you through that difficult situation, with the square there and the Chiron being the wounding card. So it's helping you see things in an entirely new light. Again, this could be a therapist, a friend. It doesn't have to be an intimate partner, but somebody who's going to bring a lot of clarity to those situations and help you ultimately heal. And the choice, I'll reference the movie The Matrix, because it's like when the Oracle tells Neo, it's like all you have to do is make a choice, but you've already made your choice. You already know. I mean, you're the queen, you're the high priestess. You have this inner knowing as long as you're clearly connected to your heart space. Once you've healed those wounds, you can kind of get that junk out of the way, and you'll have a much more clear channel to your truth. So the choice becomes easier when you're not weighed down by the anxiety or the depression that was caused by past problems. When you've learned to let that go and reconnect again and heal that inner wounding. Okay, I'm going to grab some angel cards to finish this up for us. But it looks like you've been on a very long and draining path, but you've come out ultimately on top as the queen, regardless of gender again. But you're in this feminine energy of receptivity. You're ready to receive, grow, and expand, as indicated in the Jupiter card. So the first one I saw out was celebration. Yeah, it's a great time to celebrate this clarity, this resolution. Celebrate yourself and everything that you've accomplished. Harmony. There's again a coming together, a harmonizing with another frequency of another soul or soul group in the 11th house here. Play. Great, that came out because of the Leo card, right? Work less, play more. So, or if you have children, take time out and play with them. It'll help you heal your heart as well. We have a blank card here. So the future is yours to write. Again, staying open to receiving, like her arms are just open. She's just waiting for the unknown to come to her. And then we have simplicity. Yeah, keep it simple. Absolutely. It's not as difficult as you're making it out to be in your mind. Expectancy. Okay, with the Queen there and being the Empress card, some of you again could be expecting children, with children showing up a couple times, especially with the Ace of Wands there. It's a very phallic, fertile card. You could be connecting with that energy of wanting to expand your family, if that's your goal. Or you could be again birthing a new project with this individual. But your creative minds are coming together to produce a third result. And then we have willingness. Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with the openness as well that we had in the blank card. And the message from the feminine of willingness to receive. And that can only happen, again, if we forgive ourselves, we forgive the pain or damage that was caused in our past. And otherwise, we're blocked off. We don't feel worthy to receive. So, and again, I think this King of Swords person is going to help you see clearly that that's the case here. That you can't expect these blessings to come through until you accept the fact that you deserve to receive them. Okay, pile one, I hope you enjoyed this message. You're free to pick another pile at this time if you like, or revisit this video at any time. It is a timeless message. So take care, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile two, welcome. You chose Apocalypsis. I was wrong. It's not the last card in the deck. The last one in this deck is 78, but this is approaching the end. But of course, Apocalypsis means the end of something. We are coming to removing the veil of deception is the name of this card. So Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposite directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. Okay. All kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypsis, from big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your every field. Okay, so brace yourself, pile two. I guess you're probably going to feel this conjunction of the Sun and Saturn the most. Maybe find out where that is happening in your chart. But I believe it's 3 degrees and 33 minutes is the exact conjunction. And that is in the sign of Aquarius in sidereal astrology. So find out where that falls in your chart, what house this could be occurring in, this revelation. And so the unknown becomes known and guides the way. Of course, you know, that process can't happen without a sacrifice, sacrificing ignorance, essentially. But I did mention that with Neptune and Venus being conjunct on the 15th, that can obviously thicken the veil and cause this dreamy kind of illusory world. But this is telling you in the days to come that veil is going to fall away, maybe as Venus moves on from Neptune, because it's the faster moving planet. And we'll be able to see more clearly what's going on in your given situation. So our first card here, oh, the Ace of Cups. Well, you know what? If something's ending, then this is a beautiful new beginning. So the cups being love and emotion, overflowing with unconditional spiritual love from Source. And then next, oh, the Tower. Okay, there we go. So the Tower is that breaking. That's the apocalypsis happening. But again, it feels like a relief almost, because you have this Ace of Cups, this water to pour out the fire, right? There's the burn cream available, you know, there's a relief. It's like maybe you were holding on to a secret, or this person was, And it's like the dam breaks and everything comes flooding out, the truth, the emotions, everything. But it was for the best, you know. It was like something that needed to be, the pressure was too much. It built up too much. Okay. And then we have judgment. All right. So a decision, obviously. This is a very heavy reading. So I hope, you know, if you clicked on this pile, you needed to hear this message. But there's a decision that needs to be made in revelation of this truth. It's but judgment card, it usually depicts Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn to resurrect the dead for Judgment Day, right? So this is a rebirth. Whereas the Tower is a death, this is a rebirth. And I think the whole situation can be moderated with this Ace of Cups, with this love, seeing it through the lens of unconditional love and forgiveness for either yourself or this person who may have revealed this truth to you, or the truth that you had to reveal to someone. Okay, we have the King of Wands here. This is Leo, Sag, Aries. Very fiery, independent. This could be a boss figure, someone who is their own boss. But someone who's very self-assured and confident in their identity and their purpose and their truth. So I see this as more of a benevolent kind of, if you have to approach this person, I think they do have compassion for you. They have mercy. They have understanding of what it is that you're presenting, or vice versa. If you are embodying this King of Wands, maybe having mercy on this individual with the Ace of Cups there, dispensing that compassion. But I don't see this as an oppressive person, because fire is spirit, right? The energy of spirit. And they see you as this dove, or you should, not should, I can't use that word, but in seeing this person through those eyes of spirit, through the eyes of source, like how would our higher self see this situation? With mercy. Okay. And with the star there, you know, that was under the deck for everybody. After I was done shuffling all the piles, the star was there. That's the Aquarian, the fate, the unique, the unexpected, the surprising, but also the fateful. It's meant to be. It couldn't stay a secret forever, or else, you know, again, the foundation was not strong enough to support that lie. Okay. It's also, you know, looking forward to the future. So this is house 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. That's the house of Pisces. All right, so this is the only thing that can come out of a situation like that. Again, the water sign of Pisces with the Ace of Cups here. I mentioned burned cream. There's some kind of healing going on. Again, this was a karmic situation that had to be played out for both parties, some kind of karmic contract that you came in with in this incarnation to be teaching one another. And we have Aries, independent, bravery, and passion. Okay, that's apparent. That could be that you or this individual as the, like an emperor vibe I'm getting very much too, because Aries rules the emperor card. And I mentioned this person was in charge, like a boss, a father figure, a leader, head, figurehead, because the Aries rules the head. All right, so next we have Earth, persistence, patience, and practicality. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. All right, so I did mention a foundation here that needed to be rebuilt. And there are going to be steps taken in Aries with the initiatory action to rebuild from the ground up. And then we have the Moon. Okay, there's a secret. That secret that came out. That was the Tower. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. Again, with that Ace of Cups, that unconditional love and forgiveness that can come out of this or be a part of this process. But the revealing is what's coming out through the Moon. Maybe it's not coming through until the full moon. That's quite a bit away. But I don't know that it's going to be that long. This feels like more of an immediate situation. And then we have House 10, structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishment, and career. Okay, well, I did mention Capricorn also here in the Earth sign. That's House 10. And a boss figure or leader in the King of Wands. This could be a situation coming out in your company, you know, where there's been corruption or there's, you know, been a, you know, secret dealings at your job that are being revealed. But And that could cause an entire restructuring of the company or your way of life or, again, the way things are done. But some of you, yes, it could be directly related to your finances or your workplace. And then we have conjunction, a union merging and coming together. Okay. In the realm of business, mergers happen, and then that can undermine an existing company when one takes over. Again, with Capricorn being the 10th house and the ruler of Saturn, which is conjunct the sun, it's like that, almost like Saturn and the sun are eclipsed. Like, I'm not sure which one would be in front of the other at this time from our perspective, but the sun ruling Leo. This could be a Leo with the King of Wands. It almost feels like a takeover, a restructuring, rewriting of rules. And this could also be something that we see playing out on the world stage too, with finance or leadership on a macro scale. But yeah, I think there's a decision that has to be made in your personal life, in the microcosm of events, that maybe you are deciding whether to stay or go with this individual based on what was just revealed to you. But I'm gonna get an oracle card to help with this. Feeling the Queen of the Moon for you guys. So we had the moon show up there. Some kind of connection to that. And again, Pisces, the 12th house there, does rule the moon card, the number 18 in the tarot. Kind of revelation for you, pile 2. Ooh, okay, change. This is another tower, right? 35, thunder moon. Lightning striking the tower. The lightning here. I think this is a summer moon. Happens around June, July when you get those violent summer storms. Let me go ahead and read about that for us. There's an inevitable change coming with apocalypsis. It's you're heading down, the train is barreling down the tracks, as we say, and then we have action underneath that. So it again is something, a decision with the Judgment card. You have to take action towards change. It's better to be proactive than reactive in these situations, because then you retain your sense of power, like the King of Wands. So I'm thinking the next full moon, I believe it's around March 4th. I didn't look that far out, that we have the new moon on the 20th, and then I guess the full moon would be around the 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere around there. Early March. So change, accept change. Life, like the seasons, is about to change. Take advantage of change energy. Plan ahead. I welcome change and I ride its energy. One of the great truths in life is that change is constant. It is unavoidable, and we can resist all we want, but nothing truly stays the same. It is better then to prepare and even direct change by setting intentions and building our personal power from the inside out. Seasonally, there are times of the year that have at their essence a profound sense of change, usually the shoulder seasons of autumn and spring. It is at these times of year we can feel more easily the shift between one season and another. Well, that's true. In the northern hemisphere, we're coming up on the spring season, and in the southern hemisphere, you're coming into fall. So in autumn, the nights grow longer, and there's a chill when darkness falls that wasn't there weeks before. The breeze blows, is no longer balmy. The birds we have been watching all summer seem to have packed up and left, and in their place, new species appear to strut their stuff. We begin to dress in more layers, and we may even hunger for different foods. All these are signals of change. In spring, it's all about waking up and warming up, and the opposite happens. All these are signals of change. This moon shines down upon the winds of change, the clearing storms, the electric crackle of lightning, and the boom of thunder echoing across the valley. There's great energy to be channeled in such a time and to be focused toward riding change with joy and ease. The companion stone or metal is serpentine, which I do not own any, but curious, the serpent name. Snakes are often a symbol of change and transformation. They outgrow the skin that they were wearing, and they have to shed that skin in order to expand and move on. The serpent, of course, could also refer to the Kundalini energy being raised up from the root chakra into the pineal gland, into that awakening and awareness. So you have this energy inside of you. It's up to you what to do with it, what action to take toward it. And I just noticed this action card is number 15. And I was talking about the Devil card, Capricorn, being the 15th major arcana. So and Capricorn showing up here with the Earth and the 10th house. So a lot of you, I think, may have to change your career. Something might go down at work that you're going to have to take action on, or you've been thinking about it, changing your stream of income and how you generate that. And you might be working towards self-sufficiency with the King of Wands there. So let me grab some angel cards to wrap this up for you. So what compiled to benefit from? Some words of encouragement to get through this time. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we have adventure and spontaneity that came out together. They fell on the floor. Spontaneous adventure. Okay, well, that could be the Tower, be that sudden shift. You could view it through the lens of an adventure and taking advantage of that, like it said, riding the wave of change, the energy. And of course, we have next courage and risk that came out. So, of course, it takes some courage to dive in with faith and risk that, you know, the direction you're going, the action you're taking is for your benefit and your highest good. And then we have resilience. So she's bouncing off the trampoline there. So let things roll off you. And this is you rebounding in a situation, coming out of it unscathed. You're not being torn down, but rather just moved around. And simplicity. Things in your life might be simplified, whether by choice or circumstance. But that's kind of, you know, the less moving parts that you have to deal with, the more manageable a situation can be. And then finally, we have the truth. Again, the truth coming out about a situation or partnership or something happening at work. And the light, of course, light sheds truth. Shedding light on the truth is what's initiating all this change and inspiration. So again, using this energy to your advantage. Inspire yourself to paint your future, paint your portrait of what you want your future to look like. Okay? So this is your heads up, pile 2. I mean, if you feel like something in your gut, you have something knowing that's coming your way, just be prepared and take action when it arrives instead of resorting or regressing into a victim role. So this is your chance to take it by the reins. Okay, I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you enjoyed this message, and if you'd like, you can check out another pile at this time. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Take care. Bye. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the heart. The title of this card is The Home, the Center of the Throne. It is possible from the imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place, either if we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in-between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for the long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. When it's light, expansive knowing, gentle clarity; when dark, fraught, tangled, or betrayal. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. Some say there is a cave at the center of the heart. Others say it's a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Okay, so this could be a calling for you to reconnect with your heart center, moving from your head into your heart space, down into a more compassionate, loving energy that you emit to the world. Some of you could be in need of heart healing. But we're going to go ahead and see what our cards have for us. Strength. Okay, yeah, Leos live through their heart. They have the courage to do that. And here we have the Leo card shining brightly, unapologetically from its solar plexus, showing the world its truth. And then we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so that's usually an inner conflict or maybe an outer conflict or competition, some kind of struggle. So if somebody's giving you resistance, then give them love in return. And that's how you diffuse that situation. We have the Moon, number 18. Pisces or Cancer. Very emotional things that could be coming out, especially with the heart being emphasized, truths being revealed, secrets revealed. Again, that could cause some disruption or heartache in this case if there is that such situation, or hidden emotions or feelings coming out. There's a fear of friction there. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. There's a healing available though. I don't get that it's a huge major thing. It's not a tower with the Five of Wands there. If it's a disruption, again, maybe this is you reconnecting through these two figures. They look separated by the Moon and the Five of Wands. But there's a desire for reconciliation here. If this is your situation, it could be a parent-child conflict. It could be a best friends. It doesn't always have to be romantic, but a fire and a water element trying to reconcile or overcome some kind of maybe deception or misunderstanding or friction that's occurred. But with the heart there again and the star, this is again your fated connection. This is a destined partnership. Let's see what else our astrology cards can reveal to us in this situation. Maybe what that is. It hidden feelings or hidden truths? I don't know. Okay. Oh, what's underneath there? Something wanted to... Pluto. Okay. Pluto is the destroyer, right? The death card. Transform, rebirth. And let's see. Yang. Proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. That's your fire and air signs. And here we have fire with Leo, Sag, Aries. All right. So being proactive, taking action, mutable, surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. And there's the water element we had. So a balance of force and flow, of receptivity and action. So there's a definite compatibility here in the fact that you complement one another and that both forces are necessary in any relationship in order to be balanced. Virgo, integrity, reverence, and service. So this is an earth card. A regrounding, I feel. It could be a laying of a new foundation or solidifying a foundation that was unsteady. And then we have sextile, a combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation. So yeah, I think there's some work to be done here with the Virgo card, because rules the sixth house of work and health and everyday activity. But there's it's not easy, obviously. Change is never easy if there's something that needs to be addressed or mended in a partnership. But it is a rewarding situation, an outcome that'll be favorable. Something that can be worked through. Again, it's not a tower, a devastation moment. It's just a speed bump. You know, there's maybe a hiccup in a partnership or a conversation that needs to be redressed. So why don't I go ahead and take a look here at the Journey of Love card for you and see how this partnership can be healed through the heart. Okay, we had two cards fall out. Dream a Little and Ethereal Touch. So with the dream card and the moon being there, again, you could be receiving messages through your dreams, or you could be kind of in this dreamy kind of sense of where you want the relationship to go, or maybe somebody has been suffering a little bit of delusion with Venus conjunct Neptune there. But let's see, and that could be the source of the conflict. But I want to look at Ethereal Touch number 27. Okay, Spirit is present in your very touch at this time, and you are having an impact on the world around you, particularly your close relationships, in ways that are far more profound than may be immediately obvious. The touch of your soul is ethereal, spiritual, of light and sound. It moves the heart and opens pathways of possibility through love, faith, and trust that would otherwise be impossible to access. Trust in the process of the divine in your touch, physical and spiritual. Your healing presence is making waves of love rise and stir in this world, and the divine lives and breathes through you, beloved. Remember that through the sacred temple of your body gifts you with hands through which to hold and give. It is the soul within the flesh that renders touch a sacred healing. This oracle guides you to accept and embrace your healing abilities and to trust that you can feel your way through life by opening your hands to receive and taking hold of the opportunities that are presented to you. You were meant to touch the world with your spirit. Okay, so that receptive energy, that feminine water element with the Knight of Cups, he's often depicted, carrying this chalice, offering love, emotional support, and healing. So Leos in their negative, this energy here, if this is you identifying with the Strength card, can be, stubborn or proud or resistant to receiving, with that yang energy outwardly projecting all the time. If you're constantly in that state rather than a mutable or a flow state, a receptive state, then it can be difficult to move from the head of thinking that you know something when maybe you don't, with the moon there, and moving into your heart of receptivity. Again, this could be advice from a friend. It could be an offer from somebody, a boss, and if you're too kind of resistant to receiving, or if you're too resistant to being in your heart, then this Pluto card is encouraging change and transformation, breaking down these walls. That can be the Five of Wands too, because the card that follows right after that is the Six of Wands, victory, success, overcoming. And that doesn't happen first without a little chemistry or friction or some catalyst causing this change to occur within you. So this looks more like an internal transformation rather than an external. Again, there's nothing coming down around you. But this internal journey or struggle that you're experiencing, it has rewarding outcomes. Again, followed by the Six of Wands. So maybe if you have been lying to yourself or deceiving yourself about a certain situation, this is offering you another solution to that, or another perspective in order to correct yourself. And it's a minor course correction of what maybe you're being advised to accept into your life. There is a feeling of denial here with the Five of Wands. Maybe a denial of self, and that's what's causing the internal struggle. But this is the Knight of Cups is offering loving support and healing. Let's see if there's a Queen of the Moon card for you. Nourishment. Okay, number 7. This not only has to do with nutrition, but, nourishing your body, mind, and soul. Again, she's opening her arms to receive this water, this purification coming through. And the mutable sign has that same energy. So again, maybe spending time around healing bodies of water. Water therapy can be very beneficial. So surrendering, open your arms to receive. And then we have the unexpected. All right, so when you do that, you're setting yourself up to receive an unexpected change, surprise, something for the better. Again, I'm getting that rewarding outcome coming from the sextile configuration. And didn't I say in the intro that Jupiter is sextile Mercury from the 15th of February till the 21st, right after the new moon. So again, this is a doorway. Sextiles are opportunities to receive that could be coming through in the next 6 days or so. And so setting yourself up for a clean slate, a new start with the moon being there. Okay. All right, I'm going to get some angel cards to wrap this up for us. What messages the angels want to give you, pile 3, to help you through this transitory time. Okay, we have simplicity, keep it simple, or you're making it more difficult than it is with the Five of Wands there. Commitment, so commitment to change, commitment to the heart, to receiving, presence. They want you to be present every day. And that's there, she's got her arms open again, just like in the nourishment card that we had. Stay present. That's when you receive the most joy. That's how you're fully alive and living. And then we have understanding. I think you're going to gain a lot of perspective over the next week or so. Just having that clarity that's coming through from the moon, where things were once obscured, now there's clarity. And then we have birth. Okay, so yeah, I mentioned that restart, clearing the slate, getting rid of these maybe old self-destructive thought patterns or habits, and giving birth to a new you, a new reality for yourself, with the unexpected coming through. Okay, Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading pile 3. If so, let me know in the comments below, or feel free to pick another pile at this time, or come back to this reading whenever. It's timeless. So take care, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye.